So, ladies and gentlemen, EDDA with a convincing win in Game 1 looks to close out the best of two and claim the win and the 3 points instead of just 1 point. MWNB trying to salvage the draw and gain 1 point. Remember, for EDDA, this series is critical. They're currently sitting in the spots that move on for their group, but they're trying to move up to stay in the upper groups instead of the lower groups, and we'll see how that goes for them. Now, for the side of EDDA, we got Kleber, Yu Yang, Z52, Des Moines, Nap, Venezia, Stalingrad, Ohio, and Ohio. For the side of MWNB, we got Stalin, Gearing, Shima, Salem, Des Moines, Ohio, Venezia, Moskva, once again that Ohio we've already said, and the Yamato. So let's see how they're going to position these ships as we move on into game.
We must be free, not because we claim freedom, but because we practice it.
So it looks like we're going to see more strident push from the side of MWNB towards C. Looks like we're seeing a large chunk, the Yamato, the Salem, the Des Moines, Stalingrad, Moskva, and Shima heading that way. You might see one of those ships peel off and go right here because that'll give them a little bit of cover into Protect B. And it looks like you're going to see the Salem, or the Des Moines, Ohio gearing towards A. Now, I love talking about Z52. Really underrated because it has really nice hydro and can be an absolute devil to deal with when trying to cap stuff. Keep an eye on that. Looks like we're seeing a heavy split towards A for the side of EDDA. They want to take A with the Kleber Yu Yang, use that to find and kill the DD, and then have the Venezia, Stalingrad, Ohio there, while the DM, Ohio, Napoli just go towards C. We'll have to keep an eye out on what happens here in the center as the teams go, and we'll see what goes from there. So as we continue to look here, as this push goes, the Z52 getting a very aggressive position here. I really like this. Z52 is going to be able to protect, take this in a protected spot. The only thing that's going to be able to hit him for the side of MWNB is going to be the Venezia, Ohio combination. But you are going to see a hard push here from C. If MWNB can turn this quickly, they'll have a chance to do some work here. Otherwise, EDDA's just going to run through this map. So as we move forward, the Z52 of Lewis Karmer backing into B. A-cap taken by that Yu Yang Kleber combination. So EDDA is starting to push up the points. Shimakaze going wide for Funzi. Maybe worried about what happened last time and doesn't want to get caught out quickly. The Des Moines will spot the Z52, but once again, like I said, what do you got that can shoot him accurately? I mean, you'll see the Venezia launch shells. I expect to see the Ohio launch shells as well. That's a pretty decent salvo, actually, from the Venezia. 4K off of the Z52. He's still in the cap, but that is better than I would have expected. Yu Yang does radar the gearing. They got 27 seconds. Gearing opens up, but that gearing of Grizetchu? Chu. We're going to call him Chu. Ooh, he gets slapped by the Venezia of Arsherman. And so Grizetchu is dead here, ladies and gentlemen. 2,800, 1,500, 500. EDDA with another early DD kill, putting themselves in position to claim the game. Watch out for the shots from Paulus here. Paulus takes a big chunk of torp damage. He does get some shots on the Yu Yang, but Paulus being down to 17k, and it's going wrong early for MWNB. EDDA off to a very strong start. 2 caps, 1 kill, 160 point lead. Now, if you want a ship that's going to have to cut out, Napoli's not a bad choice ever because of that armor. We'll keep an eye out, see how it goes for him, but he seems like he's in a pretty good spot right now. Rizzle Frizzle continues to back away, and now you see the team starting to move. So the Colbert is going to cut back and rotate over to C. Yu Yang and Venezia moving up the side. They see the Venezia of Paul briefly and Olbeck's Ohio. And so they look to try to smack Paulus. Shots in, just miss. And now here is the win con for MWNB. Getting rid of that Napoli. And that's some big hits, taking him down to 37,000. Yes, he can heal up to about 50k. That's still some big hits. And taking C and then shoving through. If you get trapped here, which is very possible, but if you get trapped here, you're in a world of hurt. Ohio trying to line up to dodge. He's going to take 1, maybe 2. He takes 1. He manages... Nope, he does take 2. So he does take 2 torps from the Shima. But those seem to be the long-range torps. And the Shima takes a chunk down to 8,500. The Venezia of Paulus down to 16,000 again. And here come the radars out. Cap was taken, so it's going to slow the points growth as MWNB desperately tries to get that Napoli. Ohio of Henze being forced back down to 60,000. That Venezia of Paulus not dead yet. He's gone dark again. They do get the Stalingrad of Seaman though. And Stalingrad going down, 2-ship lead and now over 440 points in climbing. They're trying to fire back onto Heinze to get the Ohio out, but he's still got heals and DCPs and as at almost half health. Yamato takes a torp down to 74,000. Yamato is going to take another torp here. And he, with the shots and the torps, down to 32,000. And EDDA's just been putting on a clinic this series, folks. Shots in on the Ohio, takes about another 10k off him. They get the fire, but of course the fire is going to be put out here in 1 second if they so wish. And now the Yamato, oh, the torps do run out. Ohio shells in. Not as effective that time. Not as effective that time. And 760 points plus to the side. And there goes the Venezia. Over 800 points now for EDDA. And 2 minutes until they win. Yamato down to 13,000. Doesn't have any way to deal with the fire on him. One more salvo from the Ohio probably finishes him off. Oh, never mind. Fire does go away. He's got 20 seconds. He's got to live. Here come the shots from the Ohio. Will they be a finish? Down to 4,000, but not dead yet. And the heal in a second. Down to 500. Gets another chunk on the Ohio. He's at 500. He's got 1 second to the heal. He's going to get the heal off. But those torps look like they'll spell disaster if not the Napoli and Ohio shots. Napoli shots come in, dropping to 70. Ohio finishes him, ladies and gentlemen. 4 kills now and 900 points for the side of EDDA. And they are just 36 seconds away from winning. Des Moines of Jack Mirons will move forward, trying to get into the cap, buy them a little bit more time. He will manage to dodge torps by doing that, but it's just too little. They're not positioned in a way that they can win this. 28 seconds. They bought a little bit of time. Z52 would have to go down. Z52 is not going down. Des Moines getting slapped by the Kleber and the Ohio. And ladies and gentlemen, EDDA is going to win this game. They will take the series, the best of 2-0, and cement themselves further into moving on to next weekend. Time ticks out right there, and EDDA wins the series.